in meditation, we will have moments of true peace, of true bliss. A moment that gives us faith. Wow, this works. But we also are encouraged not to be attached to that. Because the next time you come to this cushion, your condition changes. We're changing every day. And then we sit on the cushion for 10 times and we lose that bliss. And we say, it's not working anymore. That is because we are attached to a past experience. But we can use that past experience to give us faith, to let us know that we do have the ability to touch stillness, to touch peace. We call this the fruit of our meditation. And when we taste the fruit of our meditation, we know, I can do this. And if you learn to let go, we are then open to newer experience. But if we don't let go, we will cling to something of the past or of an idea and perception. So touching on the question about letting go and giving up. In Buddhism, letting go is a superpower. It's one of the three strong powers. Letting go here, it doesn't mean giving up. Because we are made out of feelings, formations, exactly. We're made of a lot of things, and thoughts and perceptions are one of them. And sometimes we get attached and we get so caught in an idea. And we say that this idea is our happiness. We have an idea about ourselves. We have an idea about our loved ones, our colleagues, our community. And only if they fit in that idea, we are happy. And that becomes a trap. That becomes our own prison. And when we are so attached to that, our mind, our heart is not open. And when our heart is not open, our mind is not open, we don't have space to learn, and we don't have space to experience. There's a training in the 14 mindfulness trainings that we don't become attached to our views, because we're always growing. And if we're so attached, we won't have the capacity to learn more, to experience more. So for us, letting go is identifying what is it that we are seeing as our idea of happiness, our idea of success. We may have an idea of success as a practitioner. And when you hold on that idea so strongly, so firmly, and when you hit rock bottom, you meet suffering, and you said, but everything I read, the Buddha or Thai said, practice should help me transform. Why am I still suffering? And we get very caught in that idea. And that becomes also a burden. But if we're open, and we can see that actually part of life is learning to accept suffering. And we start to have new views towards our difficulties. And that is letting go. Letting go in order to move forward. Letting go to keep ourselves more open. In a relationship, we have to practice this a lot. I practice this every day in my beloved community. We are 50-something brothers. We all grow up differently. Some takes noble silence very seriously. Some takes noble silence not so seriously. Right? And you have to learn to be open, adapting. If you come to someone, you, bad practitioner, you cut communication right away. But if you say, my dear, do you know it is noble silence? There are others practicing. You may like to learn to establish that inner silence in you. Our approach becomes very different, and that person receiving much easier. So in this approach, we also don't become caught. So for us, letting go is always letting go of something. And sometimes what you may be doing is not helping, look at it. And if we are not doing so well and we have to let go, we let go. From time to time, when a brother or a sister gets so stuck in the community, we will send them to another monastery in order so they let go of their daily habits in the here and now to refresh. It's like restarting a computer. Sometimes you have to send it somewhere so they get restart. And we have done this. I have done this. and sometimes a change of environment is also helpful. So for us, giving up and letting go are two very different things. So I understand from the question, giving up is meeting something and it being too difficult and letting that go. And we also have to ask, what are we giving up on? Giving up is an emotion. It comes from an emotion. We have to understand the roots of giving up. There are many times I wanted to give up on my path. And if I followed that energy, I wouldn't be here. But normally when that giving up energy manifests, there's a root to it. And we have to see what it is that we are giving up. Are we giving that up in order to have more space and more happiness? Or are we giving up because we are frustrated, we are angry, we are upset? When a monastic wants to leave the community, we always ask them, okay, you have expressed to us. Now give yourself 6 months. Don't go because of an emotion. Don't go because of a feeling. Because emotions and feelings are impermanent. They come and go. And make sure that we are cutting off something with clarity. So when we give up, for me, there's always a source to that energy, and we have to identify where it is coming from. And if maybe it is time to give up on something, but we do it with mindfulness, clarity, and then that becomes not giving up, but we see it is time to let go of that in order to be more free, in order to take another step forward. So that is, for me, my understanding between letting go and giving up. I wanted to offer my input there.